Hey, how's it going, everybody? I have a question. I guess it's going to be a question I'm going to share with you. And it's a strategy, a tool that you can use to really, I think, make a significant difference in your life and how you think and how you feel. And it's this. When you find yourself encountering a problem, now I'm not talking about maybe the big major stuff, but the little everyday things. You think somebody's talking about you, you think that the traffic accident was caused on your behalf, you think that everybody's mad at you because you're late to work, you think that you're the subject of the office gossip, water cooler gossip session, I can't even say it. You are feeling a little off, you feel like you let somebody down, you just don't feel yourself. Those types of things, the everyday problems that we encounter. And this is what I'd like you to do. Next time one of those comes up, ask yourself this. What would my younger self do? What would my younger self do? Specifically, I want you to think back to a time, between maybe when you're 5 to 8, 5 to 9 years old, somewhere in there. And a memory that you have that's really happy. A really happy memory. And then ask yourself, what would that person, that younger part of me, the boy, the girl in that memory, how would he or she handle this? What would he or she think of it? Would he or she laugh it off? Would they just let it go? Would they move on? If somebody kicks sand in their eyes, would they hold on to it? Would they make it a grudge and allow it to ruin their whole day? Or would they kind of cry about it for a few seconds, if at all, and then they move on and they do something else? They go back to playing, they go back to smiling, they go back to enjoying life. What would they do? You see, I like this question because it allows us to connect with a part of us that's still here inside, but we've often forgot. It's so easy to forget that that part was there, that we were once kids as we grow up. But here's the thing, even though we grow up, it doesn't mean that we still aren't big kids inside. When you were a kid, you had so much of an emotional ability and resources to just let things go, to be at ease, to be at peace with stuff that happened. You weren't carrying this baggage around with you. The little tiny things didn't turn into these big gigantic things, they just stayed teeny tiny. It was a moment that happened and then it was gone. And you're right back to focusing on the things that mattered most to you. Toys, your family, your friends, maybe the family pet, whatever it was, the next cartoon show that's on. Now as adults, we may not all have watched cartoons. I still do sometimes. But there's still things in our life that are really important to us. And many of those things, ironically, may be similar to what they were when we were kids. Friends, family, the family pet, significant others. Maybe we didn't have significant others when we were kids. Right? But you get what I'm saying with this. The problem is that, the problem is the problems. As adults, we've learned to take these little tiny problems and blow them up into huge proportions. And then what the real problem is how they affect those problems affect the rest of the quality of our life. They affect our relationships, they affect our work, they affect our health. You name it, it probably negatively affects it. As a little kid, I bet you didn't hold on to it like that. Nor did you allow it to affect your day-to-day life in such a major way. So the next time you encounter a problem in life, which you will, we all will, ask yourself this. Think back to a time when you were between 5 and 9 years old, and you can remember being really happy, really carefree, and ask yourself, what would that little girl do? What would that little boy do? How would he handle this? What would he think of the situation? Would he laugh it off and carry on? Would he take a minute to cry and then move forward? Would she brush the dirt off and then get back to doing the things that she loves the most? What would they do? Ask yourself this, and then whatever comes up, give it a try and see what happens. I bet you this, if you're willing to allow the big kid inside of you to become your guide, you're going to likely find a lot more joy, love, happiness, and fulfillment in your life. And you'll see a lot of those little problems dissipate and become just that. Little problems that fade away and no longer occupy space in your heart and in your mind. I'll talk to you soon.